welcome to Asana Academy. I'm Megan Hargrave. Welcome back to the mat. We're so glad you're here with us. Today I thought we'd talk about upper back tenderness, pain, achiness, that typical feeling you get from hours sitting, computing at the desk, or from hours behind the wheel commuting or chauffeuring kids around the country. A lot of us tend to want to move towards stretching to release the tension in the upper back. And while that's a great short-term solution, instead, long-term, what will help to release tension in the upper back is actually working to strengthen the muscles of the upper back. So we're going to move through 4 simple exercises today that over time, consistently applied, will help you to begin to strengthen the muscles of the upper back. The rhomboids, which sit in between the shoulder blades, they're this diamond-shaped structure in the middle of the back. The supraspinatus, which sits around the top of the scapula and shoulder blade. And then the levator scapula, which sits at down the neck and coming into the top of the shoulder. So come onto your bellies. I'm going to have you take the forearms, hug the elbows together, making sure you can grab each of the elbows, and then keep the forearms planted, interlace the fingers. Curl the toes under, lift the hips, find a forearm plank, and then drop those knees down. Most of us have been told throughout our career to keep the body as flat as possible, but to really activate the diamond-shaped muscle in between those two shoulder blades, we've got to push the floor away. So push, push, push into the floor, lift the center of the upper back to the sky, working on engaging those rhomboids. Breathing here. Keep pushing the floor away. Keep lifting the upper back. So inhaling, feeling the space between the two shoulder blades lifting, like a little rainbow. And then as you exhale, push the forearms into the mat. Good, one more big inhale, keep pressing. Exhale, lower everything down. Keep the elbows where they are, let the fingertips part. Middle fingers are in line with the elbow, elbow in line with shoulder, so you have a nice right angle here going on, 90 degrees. Push the forearms into the mat, engage the legs by pushing the tops of the toes into the mat and lifting the knees off the mat. Push the floor away in the forearms and lift the heart up like you were rising like a cobra. Draw the shoulder heads back towards the wall behind you. So for those of you that work out in the gym, this is equivalent to rows, seated rows, or prone rows, where you would be taking dumbbells and drawing them back, drawing the shoulder blades together. That's exactly what we want to do here, is draw those shoulder blades together, squeeze like you were holding a grapefruit in between the shoulder blades in the back, not letting it roll down onto your glutes. Keep drawing the heart forward. This is going to feel really intense on the back muscles because we don't use these muscles a lot in yoga. Pushing the floor away, drawing the shoulder heads back, squeezing that grapefruit. Good, one more breath here. Exhale, lower down, make a pillow with the hands. Shimmy the hips out from side to side to release the low back. So the next pose we're going to set up for is going to help to work with the levator scapulae, which sit at the top of the shoulder and the base of the neck. So we're going to take the arms long in front of us. Same rules apply to the toes. Push the tops of the toes into the mat, lift the knees off the mat, engage the legs. Arms are going to come wider than mat with distance apart. And on your inhale, you're going to lift up, reaching the fingertips towards the corners of the room. Exhale, lower down. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Inhale, lifting up, reach forward to the corners of the room as you draw up. Exhale, lower down. Good, one more inhale here. Draw it to the sky while you're extending out and hold. Breathing in, reaching out. Drawing towards the heavens, reaching to the corners of the room. One more big inhale. So lower everything down, make a pillow with the hands. Bend into the knees, windshield wiper the knees from side to side so that you're able to release that low back out. Then we'll set up for one more exercise here, this time working to train the supraspinatus, that muscle that sits at the back of the shoulder blade. So take the arms out to a T. Take the forehead to the mat. Engage the legs. So again, tops of the knees, tops of the toes, push into the floor, knees lift. On your inhale, you're simply going to lift those fingertips towards the ceiling above you, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And lower. lift, and lower. And I know it looks like my arms are moving at an angle, but they're actually moving just vertically, so keep them at a T, and lower. The sensation should be the back of the shoulder is lifting to the sky, and then the shoulder blades are squeezing together, and lower. Adding on. Inhale, peel the upper back up. Lift, squeeze, and lower the hands. Keep the torso lifted. Lift, and lower. Good, lift, and lower. Last one. Lift the fingertips to the sky. Hold, hold, hold. Long back of the neck. Strong legs. Squeezing the grapefruit together. Fingertips extending out like airplane wings as long as they can go. Lower everything down. Make a pillow with the hands. Bend into the knees. Windshield wiper those knees from side to side. And then extend the legs long. Draw the palms under the shoulders. Send the seat to the heels. Find a closed knee child's pose. Let the back body round itself out. Then coming up to one stretch here. So come to seated. Take the feet wider than mat width distance apart. Heels out, heels in, toes out. Soles of the feet connected with the floor. So not rolling onto the outer edge of the foot, but connecting to the floor. Throw the right arm through the right leg, the left arm underneath the left leg. Fingertips can catch wherever is most comfortable. Ankles, shins, calves. And then as if you had a marionette string attached to your middle back. Gentlemen, where a heart rate monitor would be. Ladies, where your bra band sits. So if you had a marionette string there, I'd like you to lean back. Is it that marionette string we're drawing you back? Let the head, neck, and shoulders drop down towards the chest. Breathing into the entire back body. The trapezoid, trapezius, the rhomboids, the lat muscles, the levator scapulae, and the supraspinatus. One more big breath in here. Feel the ribs expand east to west, and those intercostal muscles between the ribs expand. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, draw the chin back parallel to the floor. Keeping the hands where they are, draw the one foot into the midline and the other foot to meet it. Coming into a Supta Baddha, or Baddha Konasana. With that, I will say thank you so much for joining us for a few key strategies on how to get rid of some of that back pain long term. How to combat some of the driving fatigue that we get, and how to combat hours at a desk. Hope to see you next time, same place, on the mat right here for Asana Academy. I'm Megan Hargrave. Thanks as always for tuning in. We'll see you here, same time, same place, next week. Namaste.